Things with Tim have been bubbling for months. Synchronised coffee breaks, drinks after work, late night messages. The kind of flirting that's borderline unbearable because it's going nowhere. And then, bam! Friday night, 2 bottles of wine down, in an Uber back to mine, barely able to restrain ourselves. I'm love drunk on a heady mix of Merlot and dopamine, with a side serving of chips, which neither of us can remember buying. We spend a night, a day, and another night entwined, blissfully unaware of the changing world outside. Sunday, his flatmate Dave messages to say he has the symptoms, and wherever Tim is, not to come home for a few days. At first, I'm thrilled. Then, reality begins to bite. We're on day 7 of our confinement together. The idle daydream has turned into a nightmare. It turns out neither of us is the carefully curated, polished mask we put on for work each day. Instead of the sharp-suited man who gets shit done I see 5 days a week in the office, a stranger has invaded my home who leaves his pants on the floor and his pubes in the bath. This week has been an eye-opener for both of us. He leaves the tap running while he's brushing his teeth. Apparently, my taste in DVDs is shockingly bad, even though I haven't watched them since the advent of Netflix and chill. One minute, he's stroking my face, telling me I'm beautiful, and the next, he's laughing to himself at how I stack the dishwasher. By Tuesday, he finally conceded he might need to buy some new clothes and have fresh ones delivered. I'm sorry, but how do men have no issue wearing the same pair of pants 5 days on the trot? That evening, he found out what I actually wear to bed are pyjamas, with nail polish dripped down one leg. By Wednesday, he decamped to the sofa, saying that it was too much, too soon. I go to sleep, a blotchy wreck, clawing at the empty space beside me. On Thursday, our only verbal exchange was that he's worried that he hasn't heard back from Dave. He retreats to a day of conference calls conducted from my sofa. I barricade myself under the duvet with my laptop on Do Not Disturb. I'm aware of both his presence and absence. In a few days, it feels like we've collided together and ricocheted apart with such force that I can't bear to look at him. I want to scream at him to leave, go back to his plague-ridden flat and endure his fate. And then, this morning, I shuffle into the kitchen to find a note by the kettle. Dinner, followed by an X. He saunters up behind me and kisses the back of my head. He's finally heard from Dave, who's apparently been asleep for 3 days and only just starting to feel better. He apologises for being a bit distant and a bit crap. We chat for what feels like the first time in months. We both agree we need to set a few ground rules because he doesn't know how long he's going to be here, and this isn't healthy. So, tonight we have a date. In my living room. I've been banished to the bedroom while he crashes about in the kitchen, raiding my cupboards, insisting he'll be able to rustle up dinner for two like some quarantine Ainsley Harriet. Every now and then, I can hear him singing to himself. I have no fucking idea what he thinks he's going to cook. I've got Deliveroo on standby just in case it's all a disaster. But I don't want to discourage him. The wine is chilling in the fridge. And we're even going to watch one of my shockingly bad DVDs. And see what happens. Only one way to find out.